Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, so it's Sunday, February 26th, so 2 days left in this horrible month. Not a big fan of February. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'll talk about me growing up in the 70s, and one thing I do remember vividly was getting a lot of Jolly Good. These things cost like 10 cents a can, like um, back in the 70s. Obviously, it was a long time ago, and I just remember like coming home from school and like running to my um, refrigerator that we had in I think it was my grandma's side. It's either we had one in my grandma's side, we had one in my our side, and in the laundry room, and it was stock full of Jolly Good because, like I said, this thing was 10 cents a can, and my mom. It's really funny about my mom, and I love her to death. Um, I shouldn't say that because she passed away like a few years ago, but I love her. Um, so she would actually do things like say, "Give me $10 worth," or like it was never like exactly, "Oh, give me like 10 of those." No, it'd be like, "Give me $10, a dollar's worth, or $5 worth, whatever it was." And so one day we were at Burger King and we're in the drive-through. Of all places, the drive-through, not like the regular line, right? So she's like, "Oh, tell me about this Whopper deal you have like for is it 50 cents a Whopper?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's we're running the special like 50 cents." And so all of a sudden, like in the middle of the drive-through, my mom goes, "Eh, give me $10 worth." Give me. And it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed because we held up the line of everything, and and my brother used to work at Burger King, so I don't know if he was working that night or, um, but it was kind of like I'm like, oh my goodness, you gotta have an exact number. You can't just say give me like X amount of dollars worth. Anyways, um, so it's Jolly Good. It was like, so this is flavor is grape, and it made me laugh too. That we can remember that Dave Chappelle show where he goes, "Give me grape drink," and I was the same way as him because literally I never knew that um, drink was different than juice because I remember the first time I ever had like grape. Someone goes, "Oh, I have grapefruit juice." So I'm like, "Oh, that sounds good. Give me that." So then they opened up. They poured me a glass of grapefruit juice and took it for the first time, and not knowing that grapefruit juice and grape drink was completely different. So I took my first sip and I'm like, oh, what is this? Who put this in my grape drink? And I I didn't know there was a difference. So grapefruit juice was not a kid's drink because kids are expecting grape, the purple drink, and like grape Welch's, expecting something like that, not like grapefruit, you know. And then I realized, then people told me the difference is that, grapefruit is a fruit different than, grapes. So I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Anyways, it's kind of funny. Um, but yeah, this definitely brings me back to the old 70s days. Um, and I have a picture somewhere. I'm wearing a jumper suit. Um, I don't know, like it's a leisure suit type. Like my parents bought it for me because it was my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary, and I thought that was just amazing too. Because although I'm like my family is getting kind of close because um, my sister and her husband are almost married. Like I should figure that find that out because he actually is almost he's 60, um, and she's like in her 50s. I know I was in the 50s. I'm in my 50s, so I know she is. Um, I don't know how long they've been married because they have a son that's like 30 something and a daughter that's pretty near 40, probably 40, and yeah, it's pretty. And they're married shortly before Jennifer was born, so that's close to 50 years. Yeah, wow. But my grandparents' like wedding anniversary um was pretty cool because they were at a place called Namio's, and that was my uncle's restaurant. So my uncle like had the we had a few things there. Had dinners for my grandfather's funeral, and what in my sister's wedding anniversary because not I'm sorry, not anniversary, wedding reception because my sister and her husband got married, um, like kind of eloped, San Diego. I guess I think so. I can't remember because he's like in the Air Force at the time and he can fly anywhere he wants. And Pete, however, is retired now, so he probably could still fly, but he's probably not allowed to. Probably frowned upon because he doesn't work there anymore. And let's see what else. That's about it. It's yeah. So I'm going to take my first sip of Jolly Good Grape. Well, actually, it's Diet Grape. So. Ah, that's good. Not just good, jolly good. Another thing about the 70s is that every Saturday I would take my allowance and I would walk up to the corner gas station, and it was a filling station at the time, and I used to work there when I was a kid. But before I started working there, it was just a filling station, not even like they had bays for working on cars, and then they had the old-fashioned soda machine, and yeah, it was the old-fashioned soda machine where they put your money in, open the door, suck your soda, and that is it. So I bought two things. I bought Hyder's root beer, which I still think Hyder's root beer is the best root beer ever. And for some reason, I don't know if you know, let me know. Like comment on the field. Like let me know why Hyder's like stopped production because that was I would say that was a lot better than even A&W. A&W now is actually um, a lot better, but yeah, it's So, anyways, so I would grab root beer and I would grab Orange Crush and I'd bring them home, put them in my refrigerator, wait till like Saturday Night Live would come on, and I'd watch them. Saturday, I was allowed to stay up. It was Saturday night, no school night, and it was the best ever. Me and my friend Billy Porter, sometimes we would gather around the TV and we would watch um, Saturday Night Live with Bill Murray, um, Chevy Chase, Gilda Radner, all those people. Um, Jim Belushi, obviously, and or no, John Belushi, not Jim. Jim was his brother. He was eventually on the show. Um, we would get around TV, turn it on, and they used to have this thing called Mr. Bill. If you get a chance, Google it. Look up, not Google it. Well, you can do that too, but usually mainly YouTube it, and it's really kind of. I mean, because the thing is, man, when I'm like 5, 6 years old, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Um, some, some, not just me, my family, we all get around and, um, yeah. So, that's about it. That's my life growing up in the 50s, 70s, not 50s. I don't know what I'm thinking. Really time traveling here. Um, no, the 70s. Yeah. Um, but yeah, this is February 26th, man. 2 days left of this crappy month, because March isn't much better. It can be, but March is generally pretty, I know, pretty crappy too. But I kind of like the fact that it's like St. Patrick's Day is around the corner. That's really March 17th. Um, and then yeah. So all right. Well, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I can. We decided because the other thing about growing up in the 70s was our pizza choices, frozen and delivery. Frozen was Jack's or Tombstone, and mainly we were Tombstone family growing up, because Tombstone back then was the best pizza ever. But then it was inexpensive. And the thing, a lot of fun fact is that it was actually developed in Wisconsin, and yeah. So until it got bought by Kraft, but like it was mainly produced in Wisconsin, and it was actually made in a bar originally, and the guy who owned the company like decided, well, you know what, maybe we can like flash freeze this and sell it in grocery stores, and that's what he did. And then what else? Jack's was good. It was okay. I choose Jack's nowadays over all the other pizzas. If I do eat pizzas anymore, I don't really eat pizzas anymore. And then if I ever order out, which is very rare, we only had choices between Pizza Pit and Rockies, and Rockies I choose over Pizza Pit, but Pizza Pit was pretty decent too, because it was relatively um, inexpensive for the 70s, and then yeah, that's about it. It was actually really good. It was kind of like greasy, but now I tell you what, man, when you're growing up and you're in the 70s, either you're um, between the ages of 5 and 10, I didn't really care. I loved that pizza. So, all right, that's it. So, thanks for tuning in, and we will keep you posted for the next time. And then, I think this summer when it gets really nice, I'm gonna take you guys down the block, because I grew up actually like not too far away from here. Tell some stories, and all right, well, and hopefully I can have some pictures of me growing up, and I still want to find out if I have that jumper suit somewhere. I mean, it's definitely not a leisure. I really have no idea, because when they dress me up, they go, "Yeah, it's a nice jumper suit you're wearing." Oh, and incidentally, that when we were at Nashville for my grandparents' 50th birthday anniversary, um, I was so excited we had a live band, and so, we're working, somebody had I'm like just waving my hands back and forth like pretending I'm a conductor. I just saw it on TV. I saw Lawrence Welk on TV. Like, so I thought that's how you do it. So, hey, where's the conductor? Man, someone get up there and conduct for them. How they know what to do? Anyways, all right. Thanks